Hey guys, it's Ellie Ames, and you are watching Orgasm Central TV.
How did you get started in the adult industry?
Um, it's kind of something that I've always been interested in, and once I was of legal age, I started at the strip club, and it just kind of went from there. I've always had like an thing I would like for porn and stuff, but I myself am not somebody who really wants to do porn. I'd rather just stay at the brothel or stuff like that. But yeah, so then I found this place. It's legal, it's safe, and I decided to come here and try it out. So it's been fun ever since then. Just kind of been doing this throughout the years. But it started with dancing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like it always starts different with every different guy or different girl or whatever.
Well, the funny thing about it is I didn't even because I wanted to kind of get into the sex work industry, period, but I didn't know how. And there wasn't really too many people around me that I could talk to about it because everybody has their judgment, stuff like that. So I decided to start at the strip club, and that's where I got to meet a whole variety of people who know more about the industry than I did and helped me figure it out. So got to ask questions and got pointed in the right directions.
So what do you love most about your work, and what do you love the least?
The most I actually, well, besides the money, obviously, um, money's obviously number one, but it's really cool because I get to meet a lot of different people from different aspects of life, different walks of life and stuff. So it's really cool to see their different stories, hear, learn from them, their experiences, stuff like that. I'm really a people person sometimes. What I do not like about this industry is like some guys, it's when they kind of try to devalue you for what you do, or you're like, sometimes you'll have a client that they don't have enough money or whatever. They can't provide, or they want way too extreme service and I'm not willing to perform. And sometimes they can get a little aggressive about that. They want to call you out your name. Oh, you're just a whore. Why can't I see you? And I'm like, well, you're the one that can't afford to pay this whore, so I don't know what to tell you. So you get kind of a lot of that. You get um, those are the ones I really don't like. And the ones that are like, oh, what else do you have to do today? Why don't you just do me? Well, I got a lot of other things to do than just doing you. I could sit down, enjoy me a bubble bath, a nice hot meal. I don't have to do you. So,
Yeah, yeah. Like what's I think I should ask this a lot. Like do you guys have security there at the Kit Kat brothel or like the brothel
so,
Sagebrush?
so I'm at Sagebrush Ranch.
Okay,
So Kit Kat
Sagebrush.
brothel burned down last
Oh,
September.
right.
Yeah, so that one burned down. So I'm here at Sagebrush Ranch, and what we do have is I should take you with me. So I don't know if you can see that intercom right there.
Okay.
So that intercom, there's a button right there, and that button is what we call our it's a panic button. So that's a panic button. So at any time that we have any kind of issues or things, and they don't want to leave our room, we can always hit that button. I know we have been asked, you girls, oh well, what if we can't get the button? We'll scream. These walls are super thin. So right now, there's nobody in the next room to me, but if there was somebody in there right now, they can hear our whole conversation. These walls are very, very thin. These buttons do, as soon as you push them, they let out a big panic siren throughout the entire house, so everybody would know that there's a situation. But it also alerts the police department, and they will be coming.
Yeah, yeah, it's I'll definitely add that in this interview so that y'all any customers know just respect the girl. Respect the
Yeah,
like just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything that's gonna land you in jail. Please don't do
yeah.
it.
And what's really good about this though, because it is legal, there's a lot of guys that they're less likely to try to do any of those weird things because it is legal. We do have an agreement with the sheriff's department allowing us to do this. So it is much worse for them. So they're kind of like, we're protected by the police here, which
Oh,
is nice.
so there are some guys that come in just because they want to abuse some of the girls.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
it's you just get some of those drunk guys and like, oh, do it without a condom. Let's do it without a condom. You're like, no. And you'll get an occasional drunk guy that's like, well, I'm just gonna pull it off and try to. No, 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 you're not. And then, sometimes it'll lead to a disagreement. Or another rule that we have here is we guarantee a party, not a come. Because we can't ensure what you did before you came here. I don't know if you took the little blue pill to make you hard. I don't know if you've masturbated several times before you got here. You know your own body. You know how much time you're going to need for you to, make the final, you know, big big show, just so you can make that final release. But like I said, we guarantee a party, not a come. And sometimes, a really drunk guy late at night, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, might get a little upset about that. Like, no, I want more time. Well, you have to rebook. And so sometimes they want to get a little drunk and don't want to leave or whatever. But we have never really had, since I've been here, we've never really had a situation where the police had to come in and save a girl or anything. We've never really had any incidences like that since I've been here that I know of.
So how do you guys how do the women screen these guys? Like if there is a
Well, it's illegal. So there's not really any screening for police officers or anything like that. So they email us or they come through, we do a lineup. So when you come here to the brothel, basically, if you know what girl you're trying to see, you just ring the bell twice and you'll request that girl, either your request or an appointment. If not, then you just ring the bell once. They call all the ladies out to the parlor. They're like, company in the parlor, ladies, company in the parlor. Everybody comes. We all line up in a line, arms behind your back. You have to be statue like that. You can smile at them and everything. We start from the left to the right, introducing ourselves. So it'd be, hi, I'm whoever. Hi, I'm whoever. And hi, I'm Ellie Ames. After the guy picks the girl, we go on a tour, show them the house, different amenities that we're able to use for the parties. You go back to your room, and that's where the negotiations happen. Each girl is different. We have different services, different pricing that we offer since we are independent contractors. After we do decide, we do come to an agreement about price and services, then we have to do a DC, which is a dick check. So we do take alcohol wipes, make you drop your drawers, pull it out for us, and we will check everything in the alcohol there. We're looking for cuts, bruises, abrasions, any leakage, anything that can concern us. Alcohol wipes, alcohol, if it's an open wound or a sore, is something that we need to be concerned about. It's going to make you go. And we're going to take a closer look. If you fail the DC, there's something that we it looks dangerous and we're going to ask you to please leave. We're not going to book you. Sometimes, people do have maybe have an ingrown hair that you might think is a herpes bump or something like that. But there's not a big outbreak. Some of the girls, newer girls don't know what everything looks like. And every penis doesn't look the same. So we can always go out, grab another girl, come in for a second opinion. And if it's good, then continue from there. All services have to use condoms. So that's basically our screening process there.
wow.
Yeah.
I would, no, I would love to like once Orgasm Central TV grows, I would love it if you had your own show like sex education.
Yeah. So you remember my friend Autumn Berlow?
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
So Autumn Berlow actually does a lot of that. She has an Autumn Berlow EDU channel on YouTube, and she's the one that addresses more of the educational stuff. Um, I would kind of like to do some of that here and there, but I kind of leave that to her. That's kind of her niche, her thing to do. I more like to have fun and play around on my social medias
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit. Yeah.
All right. And I asked you this for when we first met. According to the 2022 Free Speech Coalition, 46% of adult workers have been restricted on services like PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. 36% of adult performers have lost at least one bank account. 55% have been denied insurance because of their background, and half of them have been denied a loan because of sex work. What do you think of those statistics?
They are very accurate, and I'm surprised they're not higher. Because there's a lot of things when it comes to, so when it comes to sex work, another big thing is if you've paid your taxes. Sometimes I find a lot of the times, a lot of the girls in the industry, from stripper to here, any cash businesses, a lot of the girls won't pay their taxes. So when then it comes time to purchasing a home or getting that car loan or doing anything of those other sorts of things, they're unable to because they didn't pay any taxes. There's no paper trail for that cash. That's one big issue. Another issue is like a lot of people, they're not going to deal with illegal prostitution, illegal sex work, anything like that. I don't know about the ladies doing porn and stuff. I'm pretty sure they definitely go through the same. Um, So here at Sagebrush, a lot of the girls, what they'll do is they will build an LLC for their name to help get around that curve. And then it has different, benefits for taxes, stuff like that. Me personally, whenever I claim my taxes and I went to go apply for a home loan, it was not a problem for me. They just wanted the 2 years of consistent income. So that was fine, but it does come when you do like rentals and stuff like that. Sometimes, they're your landlords and stuff, they won't want a sex worker at their house. So they'll kind of discriminate against you. Sometimes landlords think that you're going to be operating out of their home when and landlords, they can lose their homes from that. If there's a police sting, police can take their homes for letting that happen. Some, let's see what else. Banks, they do not support sex workers. I know there's certain for sure that will absolutely shut your thing down. There's some credit card companies like, there's one particular one that we cannot use here because they do not support our industry whatsoever. So in order for them to use their card here for services, they have to run it through like Apple Cash or something in the tap. Um, let's see. Comes to other stuff about cash. But yeah, we do get discriminated against. Cash App, Venmo, stuff like that. Once you get too many transactions, you have to put it into a business account. And you have to make some sort of a business to make it legitimate to them. But other than that, they're gonna be like, these are ill gaining. They will shut it down. Yeah.
So what can people do to help sex workers?
Um, That's a good question because it's a really good question because I've even had clients just go ahead and send me a Western Union instead to make it easier. Um, I would just say honestly, what I've done is just went ahead and put myself as an entrepreneur. I told them I still run my bank as I'm a dancer, so they don't know I do this. Otherwise, they might shut it down. And then even then, I have to open a business account because certain checks that you get here, if it's over a certain amount, they're starting to question. They don't want to cash them. So then you have to go to like a check cashing place, and sometimes they don't want to cash it. But here in Nevada, it's a lot more sex worker friendly due to the legalization. So we have a lot easier of a time doing things. But back at home in the Midwest, I do have a little bit more problems.
Uh,
Yeah.
and this next question, it's gonna be like what makes you stand out in the industry. The last time we talked, I remember you said you stand out because you're not in competition with anyone.
Mhm.
Is that still true?
Yes, I don't compete. I refuse to compete. Um, Competition, it brings out another side of you that's not very attractive sometimes. You can start getting jealousies start occurring. You can start stressing yourself out, which shows and it shows to your client. I kind of believe what's meant for me is going to come to me. And due to that, the positivity, energy, whatever, it tends to attract more clients towards me. And they've noticed when there's girls like, why does she keep bending over? Or why does she keep doing this? Or why does she keep doing that? Or she seems upset because I'm not talking to her, or things like that. So that's something that comes with competitions. And I refuse to do that. I can't compete where I don't compare. And I don't compare with these ladies and they don't compare with me. So we can't compete. We're different ladies. We look different. We sound different. We have different services. We are our own individuals. So instead of competing, I rather play with them and we can all play together. It's simply delicious.
So where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
5 to 10 years, I will be done with my degree here in the next like year and a half. So I do plan on finishing that. I will be working on establishing another business. I do want to go probably next winter to get my nail tech's license after I finish this course. So maybe in the next year or two after I finish this degree, I'm going to go get my nail techs, open a little nail salon. I've also noticed that there's not too many businesses generated towards sex workers. I've run into here in Nevada where some of the places don't want us there. Going to certain nail shops, we go to get our lashes done. Some of them don't want sex workers there with their regular clients. So I want to kind of build some more businesses that's sex worker friendly.